What is up, Cube Stand? Cube Stand back with you. And welcome back to the channel. So I had something special that I wanted to talk about today, and hopefully I've chosen an appropriate game to do it to. I have a few to choose from for this particular. But if I didn't, well, then I didn't. So I guess technically Minecraft might be appropriate for this. But I wanted to talk about the most recent of ideas I've had for content for the Patreon. So I've been looking for stuff that some of the stuff I can do. Sorry for any background noise that's going to start happening. Is doing sort of a time-lapsed Lego build thing. My intention with it eventually is like, if enough people like it, maybe I'll, or maybe if enough people like subscribe to Patreon or whatever, maybe I'll purchase the bricks with the money from Patreon or whatnot to order the bricks on Rebrick and or one of the other many sites that do brick printing. I mean, I really wish I had a 3D printer of my own, but I just don't have the space for it, even if I had the money for it right now. So, doing that, and then, like, you know, if it gets enough attention sort of thing, I'll order the pieces and I'll, like, actually build the set later on. But doing, like, long build time lapses, the reason why I want to talk about it today, though, is I'd like some feedback, some suggestions on what you guys would like to see. What I might do is I might do full long form build without the time lapse on Patreon, and then do a time lapse version of it on YouTube. Perhaps doing sort of a hybrid where it's like mostly time lapse through the Patreon thing, because it'll probably most of the time be without commentary. But also, you know, it compresses the amount of the file and so on and so forth when you're doing a time lapse. Plus, I don't think people want to watch me build for 3.5 hours with no commentary. However, it would give me the opportunity to slap something together on the days where I don't have the ability to give a commentary to a thing, and you know, maybe I'll like do little shorts for it on YouTube. Do like hypercuts where it's like, oh, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, it's done. But yeah, so the reason why I ask is I would like suggestions on some of the things which I should do for them. And I'd prefer suggestions for things that are not already Lego sets. Although it could be franchises that are already Legos. But specifically, I had things in mind like, and I know that not all the pieces will match and whatnot, but one of the things I had in mind was a Metroid Prime 2 style sort of build. And I don't know whether I'll go the full, let's build the whole model of Samus's body off of the bricks, or whether I might just do like pick minifig parts that look like it, and then like just make coloring choices and stuff. I guess I should clarify for those who don't know. I have a software program that Lego themselves put out a while ago called Lego Digital Designer, and that's what I was planning on using to do this stuff. And then, like, if people like it, maybe I'll order the parts and actually like put the part together as part of like a stream roll or something. I'm gonna try to start streaming at least once a week again, hopefully. I mean, we'll see how that goes. It hasn't been going well lately, but we shall see how it goes. But that way there's finally at least something going up over on Patreon. I've got some ideas, but it's just life has been giving me hell, and so a lot of that stuff has not come to pass yet. I believe next week, Maddie and I are going to take some time out of our days with my days off next week, and we're going to redecorate a little. Um, that way, we can get our living room space set up to like do TV reactions and stuff. So, yeah, I hope it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'd love to hear as many suggestions as you guys are willing to give. I'll take, like, for instance, ideas like, oh, hey, do this scene from Doctor Who. Even though Doctor Who is one with a couple of Lego sets now. I don't think they continue making them really that much after Lego Dimensions, but I think there are a couple. Uh, one of these days, I really, really hope I can get that game into storage. Just, I have so much of the stuff and it's just never been on. But yeah, so that's something that I hope I get to do at some point as well. But like, if somebody's like, oh, recreate the scene from uh, The Runaway Bride with the Rachnos Queen, because that would be an interesting challenge of like trying to make a humanoid spider hybrid thing. I think the most interesting part would be trying to find the paint thing with 4 eyes, or maybe I might do like a special headpiece or something. But yeah, no, that's sort of a thing that's been appealing to me lately because it like allows me to get into some of that stuff yet. And I'm still working on modeling, on 3D modeling. Otherwise, I might say going all the way and like start sharing with you guys my modeling process. But I'm still trying to learn how Blender works. I'm not very good at it right now. At some point, once I get a little better, I'll clue you guys in onto a little secret that I've been keeping. I've been trying to learn how to animate, or at the very least to do the models so that I can work on. It's very much a passion project, and it's very much something that I cannot monetize in any way, shape, or form. But if people enjoy it and I'm able to make it, then, you know, I'll be glad to make people happy with it. But for the moment, I'll have to settle for Lego stuff because that's already modeled. It's easier to like put something together out of a bunch of bricks. That can still be really cool. For those of you who've never used Lego Digital Designer before, or LDD for short, they've got a massive catalog of a bunch of existing Lego bricks. I don't know that it's still updated anymore, but I would do a lot of mocks back in the day that I would post on DeviantArt because they had a lot of the Bionicle and Hair Factory pieces as stuff I could select from as well. That's not the kind of stuff that I'm planning on doing really for this stuff. I might do some of that in the future. I was definitely thinking of doing a couple of Bionicle-based builds, but not stuff that people would like expect necessarily. I think there would be a couple that people would expect. Like I've thought about doing a maybe robot build. I've thought about doing the Kini Nui or the Coliseum from Metro Nui. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna focus on Bionicle with it because I know that, as record clearly shows, it wasn't the most popular of Lego's lines. So I'm not gonna try to zero in on it. But it'll also allow me to make some things in fandoms that I'm passionate about. Sometimes I might do something like, oh, I might make a Darth Vader head, like out of bricks, or oh, hey, maybe I'll do this cool minifigure recreation scene sort of thing. I've also had a couple ideas for sort of stop motion stuff later on, but I don't see how well that's going to go with the model. Sorry about Nice. So that idea is only just starting to bloom in the back of my head. So there's still some trial and error, and reaping the fruits of my labor sort of stuff that needs to occur for me to be like, oh hey, I might actually be able to do that at some point. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys are gonna like that. I think for me it's gonna be very fun. It's something that when I have problems sleeping late at night, it's gonna be something I'm gonna be able to do, which is going to be really nice. I frequently have bouts of insomnia, but I don't want to wake Maddie up, and so sometimes I'll record. I've been doing it lately. Sometimes I'll record like just bursts of gameplay. Honestly, at night I haven't been doing a lot of gameplay over the last week or so. Um, between being either too tired or just getting knee deep in something else that's like more real life level of stuff I need to do or whatnot. And then just like, I wanted to do commentary for things, but I don't want to do it because I don't want to wake Maddie up or whatever. So this could be something that in those times I can do, and because I don't plan for there to be any commentary for the most part for it anyway, and if it is, it'll have to be pre-recorded if I'm going to be doing time lapses. That makes things a lot easier for it, because then I can just pace it however I feel that it needs pace. And I'll have to come up with some more music for it, because I know just the background channel music is not going to be enough. So I'll have to raid some free music libraries and so on and so forth. Maybe I'll see if my friend Kayla can whip me up something that I can then get permission to use. I do have something that is pre-existing that we've been back and forth on, and she'd probably be okay with me using it, but I don't really want to overstep that barrier, without permission, direct permission about it. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas for stuff like that, please let me know. I've also thought about expanding a little bit and making some short clips, like highlights out of some of the stuff I've done, and posting them to my TikTok. And I'm wondering if you guys think that maybe that might be a good idea for me to do, to try to gain some attention to the channel. Just a lot of people are on TikTok these days. Even I'm on TikTok. I never thought I would be on TikTok. So, but yeah, I'm really excited about this creative prospect, and I've got some other stuff that's going to go up on Patreon too. When I get the chance at some point, I'm going to be putting together a couple of Lightyear sets that I bought, that are physical sets that I'm going to be putting together. I hope to probably stream it at some point, but I don't know when that's going to happen, so I'm not going to promise anything at the moment. But the hope is sooner rather than later. We have a lot of at-home stuff that needs to be done in order to prepare for it, and I have to deal with my storage unit in order to make that happen, because there's just stuff that's taking up room that I need that just needs to go into storage. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's really anything else that I've got to say on the matter. I guess if you guys want, you can suggest royalty-free music that I can use. I know YouTube has a bit of a library. But yeah, no, I'll take suggestions, and please don't be offended if your suggestions don't get used. Because I'm hoping that I'll get enough suggestions that it's not really going to be a short list, but I guess we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy my stuff. If you do, as always, please make sure to slap that like button. Let me know that you did. And don't forget to support the channel and everything I do over on Patreon, patreon.com/QZNLP. You can also donate to the channel without being a patron at streamlabs.com/QZNLYT. And I will catch you guys later. Don't let's get in chilling out. And I will see you on the Peace.